Hey y'all, I'm Jimmy,
And I'm Lisa with Find Us Camping.
bringing you another featured campground tour for camperreport.com.
Today, we're coming to you from Sunshine Key RV Resort and Marina on Big Pine Key in Florida. As you pull in off the road, pull into this campground, they have the staging area over here to the right with all these long spots for you to park in while you're checking in. They're still reworking the office from when Hurricane Irma came through, so temporarily the office is in a container, but it's still in this area. So you pull in and park here, you go check in, and then they have someone escort you to your site. We're going to start this tour off taking you by all the amenities first. So things here to do, just, self-entertainment, I guess. I don't know. They have a huge playground. Directly beside the playground is the dog walking area. It is not fenced in, but it is a rather large area. The playground has a canopy over it so that you don't have to worry about the kids getting sunburned so much, and the area beneath the playground is all AstroTurf. Directly beside the playground is the basketball courts, or are the basketball courts, volleyball court, horseshoe pits, the community room, which is where they do bingo, they have craft nights, they have ice cream socials. One night while we were here, they had the big blow-up movie screen outside, and everybody came and parked in their carts or brought their chairs and sat outside and watched a movie. And they had popcorn and ice cream for sale inside. Directly behind that community room is the pool. And outside that community room, they have some tables that are under a canopy. So if you wanted to come and use the Wi-Fi, but you wanted to stay outside, you could use them. And then they have pickleball / tennis courts. So it's a tennis court, but then it's also marked for pickleball if you prefer to play pickleball. There's a dumpster here by the pickleball courts as well. And then once you get past that is the parking area for your boat trailer, because they do have a marina here on site. You can bring your boat and just put it in for the day, or while you're here camping, you can also rent a slip to park your boat in while you're here. I'm not sure the cost of that, but anyway, it is an option if you want. You can also pull in here to put like kayaks or jet skis or whatever else you have in the water. And at the marina also, there's a marina store where they sell bait, t-shirts, that kind of thing. And they also have rentals where you can rent from them kayaks, jet skis. They have some sunset tours. I think they do snorkeling, so that's an option as well. If you don't have your own boat and you still want to go out, you can do that. And then right across the parking lot from the marina store is the laundry facility. Laundry here is $2.50 per load to wash or dry. And in the back of that building is also a fitness center, which currently is not open. It's under remodel, but I guess in the future that will be an option. Site types here vary. So they're all full hookup sites, but these ones that we're going to go past here on your left back up to the marina, or pull in if you're in a Class A and you want to pull in so that the view out the front window is the good view. So if you had a boat and you wanted to rent a slip and then you wanted to stay right here by your by your boat, these are pretty sweet sites.
We'll take you through this site right here so you can see what you can see.
So these are the marina sites. And then as we drive around, and the marina, by the way, this is the place, there's a dolphin. This is the place to come in the afternoon. The manatees are down here most afternoons, so you can come down and check them out floating around in the water. And there's always all kinds of fish like tarpon, and we saw some nurse sharks. Water's so clear down here that you can see everything. So it's cool to just come down and walk around the marina. We just try to come down every afternoon and walk around. So the other thing they do have down in this marina area, on either side of the marina, they have a fish cleaning station. So if you've been out fishing all day, you have a place to go and clean your fish. And then on the back side of the marina, there's a walkway out to Sunset Pier, the Campgrounds Sunset Pier. You can get some beautiful sunset pictures off that pier in the evenings. We have off the pier so far seen sea turtles. Is that all we've seen? Both times we've been here, we've been fortunate enough to see a sea turtle swim by, come up out of the water while we were out at the pier. Another site option, which is what you'll see off here to your left. These are waterfront sites. This is on, I guess, all of them. The campground is on the Gulf side, so these are looking out into the Gulf. So you're backed or pulled right into these sites, and you can walk right down and get in the water. There is a lot of seagrass right on the edge, so you do have to deal with that, but the water's pretty clear down here, so it's a cool place to be. I do believe that all of the sites other than the waterfront sites are pull through. I don't recall seeing any of them that aren't, so that is nice. And they're all the same. They all have full hookup, they all have a picnic table. So the ones you're going to see to the right or in the center of the campground, they're all pull through full hookup sites. And then the ones on our left are going to be the ones around the edge that are back in, or if you're Class A and you want to pull in. These have this area right here. They have all of the mangroves growing behind them. So they're not all waterfront, and the pricing varies depending on whether they are waterfront or whether they're backing up to the mangroves. There are 3 bathhouses in this park, kind of one in each little area, central to, right in the middle of each little area. There's a total of 399 sites, and that includes the waterfront, the back end, the pull through, whatever. And then they also have, I know most of you are probably camping, so you don't need a cabin, but they do have a few cabins down here. So if you had a friend that wanted to come with you, we met a couple over the weekend that they came down in their Class A, and their kids came down because in addition to the cabins, they also have RVs that are set up on site, and you can come stay in one of those. So they came down in their Class A, and their kids came down with the grandkids and rented one of the RVs that's here on site, and so they used that. So that's also an option if you're coming and you have your RV and maybe you have friends or family that's coming that doesn't have an RV. In addition to the grassy area over by the playground where you can walk your pets, there's also a thin strip of grass that runs along the outside edge by the fence over here that you can walk your pets, and they have bags and disposal areas along the way. But you'll notice in the video that all of the sites here are this rock. It's real fine. It's not sand, it is rock, but small white rocks. And then the streets are either paved or they're a larger rock and they're dark colored like the asphalt, so it's clear where the road is and where the sites are. So there is no grass on the sites. This is an example of a waterfront site. I think these are probably called beachfront on the map. So these sites pull right up, and there is a sandy area here with a little cover, so if you wanted to come have a picnic, they do have the lounge chairs, and you could put your kayaks out. Like if you were here and you wanted to just put your kayaks in the water, you could put them straight in right here.
There's all the rental campers right here in front of us.
Yeah, so the first 2 or 3 rows here of RVs are the rental RVs. The park is very well kept. They've been bringing in extra gravel all week while we were here because the last storm that came through kind of pushed it around. And they've been in trimming the trees all week, keeping them, all the coconuts cut out so that they're not falling on people's campers and that kind of thing, which is nice. They also have, in addition to the recreational things they have here, they also have the Marina shop, which has bait, which I know I mentioned previously. They also have a gas station convenience store that's here on the island, owned by the campground. So they do have, limited, but they do have some groceries, drinks, shirts, keychains, that kind of thing for sale. And they also do propane fill there. So if you needed to fill your tanks, that is a service that they offer. So this is an example of one of the streets that it looks as though it's paved, but it's not. It's the darker gravel. But you can see where the edge of your site is and the road, and they ask that you stay 3 feet off, both the front and back of your RV off the road. So for us, that meant we had to kind of get it a more sharp of an angle so that we would fit and still be able to put our patio down in the back, but it is doable. So I'm going to take you in the bathhouse here and give you just a quick glimpse. Also, there is a dumpster outside of each of the bathhouses, so that's where you're going to bring your trash. So everything here was redone back when Irma came through because it pretty much flattened this park. So everything's nice and new and shiny. So this is the ladies' room. Everything's nice and clean. Nice area to put your stuff. Showers. As you probably know, we have AT&T service here. We get about 2 bars, 1 to 2, depends on where you are in the park. They do offer Wi-Fi here. You can pay per day, per week, per month. And you can pick what speed you get and what service you get, and the price varies based on that. I think it's Java is who it's through. So there's that. And for things to do in the area here, I mean, you're in the Keys, so there's just all kinds of things. If you're out of something to do, of course, you could drive to Key West for the day. That's about, 45 minutes to an hour?
30 miles down the road.
Okay, 30 miles. The speed limit is 35 to 45 on the way down there, and depending on traffic. So that's always a fun day that doesn't have to cost you anything more than the drive.
Make sure you go down there to see the sunset.
Yes, you should definitely try to time your trip down there so that you could go out on Sunset Pier and sip a drink if you'd like and watch the sun go down. The cruise ships and sailboats are always out in that area, so it's a beautiful way to spend an evening. And of course, also not a far drive from here are things to do depending on what you're into. You can take a jet ski tour. There's sunset tours. We took a sunset tour while we were here. There's snorkeling tours that you can take.
And your favorite thing is you can swim with the dolphins.
I have a lot of things. So I really love the manatees. You can't swim with them here. There are other places in Florida, but not here. But you can swim with the dolphins here. So there is a dolphin research center, which is pretty cool. Their animals are mostly rescues, but they have them trained. They have all different kinds of sea lions and birds and dolphins and whatever, and you can pay to swim with the dolphins. There is also a sea turtle rescue hospital down here, which is kind of cool. We have not been there yet, but it is something that you could do. You can also go up to Isla Morada, which is north of here, and there's a place called Robbie's, which we'll put some footage in of that. It's a cool place to go. You can feed the tarpon. You can take boat cruises, jet ski cruises, that kind of thing from there as well. So something also worth checking out. Will we come back here? Of course we will. This is our place on Thanksgiving. This is where we come every year for Thanksgiving. to the Keys because it's November and it's 80 degrees, so it's a great place to come. We hope you've enjoyed this tour of Sunshine Key RV Resort and Marina in Big Pine Key, Florida on behalf of camperreport.com. If you're not already subscribed to their channel, please do so.
And if you're liking these videos, make sure you give us a thumbs up.
Don't forget to ring the bell.
And until the next time you find us camping,
Safe travels, everyone.